There's new research that suggests that the number of ADHD diagnoses has increased by almost 25% over the last decade. While the most common treatment is medication, a lot of parents have been looking for alternatives. Jeremy Fritz is the director of Brain Balance Achievement Centers of Chicago, and you have some exercises that parents can use with their children. What do you mean by exercises?
Well, we're actually going to be doing what we call the ABCs of brain activity, which is agility, balance, and coordination exercises.
Okay, so the idea is get the brain functioning in a different way so that you don't need medication?
Exactly, and we go back to understanding what does the brain actually need. It needs fuel and activation, which is simply movement and stimulation through fuel and nutrition.
All right, we have a lovely young lady here who's going to demonstrate some of these for us. Okay, let's get over here. This is Lior. Hi, nice to see you today. So the first one is what's a child's agility?
Yes, this is what we call our eye agility exercises. So at home, we can actually have parents take a simple ruler and then place number or letter stickers along that, and we're going to do these eye exercises with Lior.
Okay, all right.
So one of the most important things to recognize is that the brain allocates a lot of real estate for controlling eye movements, so we can use the eye exercises to actually activate and stimulate the brain. Okay, Lior, here we go. We're going to have you start with the number 7 and then count them out loud all the way over to the number 3. Go ahead.
7, 6, 8, 2, 5, 9, 4, 3.
Perfect. We're going to do our second one, which we call eye tracking. The first one is what we call eye jumps, okay? We're going to have you start with the letter A, and I want you to keep your head and body still, and then we're going to have you just track with only your eyes, Lior. Now, we do this in different directions, and as we go in different directions, it actually activates different parts of the brain, different sides of the brain. So while we're doing this, we're actually doing what we call assess and address. So we assess the child to see if, in fact, can they move their eyes appropriately?
Can they do that?
Exactly. Right. And do they move their body, or can they actually keep their body frozen while their eyes actually move?
And that tells you a lot about how the brain functions.
Exactly. It tells us, is there any asymmetries that would actually allow for us to understand what we need to do?
Okay. So the next one is balance?
Balance.
No, whether,
Exactly. So we look at balance as being a full body and brain exercise. So it's all about being able to understand where our body is in space. So Lior is going to demonstrate some different simple balance exercises. So feet together first, hon. Good. Try it with your eyes closed. Good. Open your eyes. One foot in front of the other. Good. Eyes closed. Eyes open. Come back to middle. Lift one leg. Excellent. Eyes closed. And then bring the other leg down. Switch. Eyes open first. And then eyes closed. Excellent. So we go back to assess and address again. A lot of children that are struggling with ADHD will have problems with their motor coordination because they don't know where their body is in space.
All right, we're running out of time, so let's quickly go through the next one's coordination.
Okay, coordination. So we're going to actually have you go through. I'm going to clap. We would oftentimes have the parents use a metronome at home.
Sure.
Okay. And then Lior is actually timing it perfectly.
Sure. And what does that tell you?
So that actually allows for us to understand what's going on with all of the parts of the brain. So many parts of the brain have to work to time that together in real time.
And the last one is music?
The last one's music.
Okay.
So here we have some resources for families to actually go to. Our founder, Dr. Malolo, actually put a lot of the research into these with the exercises. As we know, the music itself is a very powerful activator to the brain.
Right.
So we have various right and left hemisphere music that the child can actually play.
Okay, great. All right, so I think a lot of parents want to know about this kind of thing. So there's going to be a
we call it
information center. Okay, that'll be at your office. So there is, it's going to be there at his office, and that's in Vernon Hills, and you can see it there on your screen. And thanks very much for coming in, both of you, today to demonstrate this for us. We'll be right back.